welcome to the class. The focus of this class will be on the shoulders. So, find your Tadasana at the front of your mat with your feet hip distance apart. In general, when we talk about feet hip distance apart, it's 2 fists between your feet, and that gives you the measure of hip distance apart, generally speaking. So find your Tadasana, root strongly through your feet to inhale and rise higher, arms up. Exhale, press down, rooting even more firmly. One more time. Inhale and fingertips up toward the sky. This time when you exhale and you keep your arms very active, you swing your arms behind your back, interlacing your fingers. Triceps toward one another to guide the shoulder blades toward one another, opening your heart. Soften the elbows slightly, bend your right elbow, opening the left elbow to the side, and then lift the shoulder toward the ear and roll it back and down. And notice how your shoulders react to this shape. Do not force, just notice. And then on your exhalation, you let go, arms down, reach the arms up again. Exhale, press the air down, chest to thigh, drop the crown of the head, keep the knees bent, interlace your hands behind your back, your favorite way. Inner thighs reaching back, crown of the head drops. Exhale, release the arms, swing them forward, all the way up to the sky. Open them in a big T, swing them behind you, interlace again, your second favorite way behind your back. Triceps toward one another, active to extend the arms and open your heart. This time you bend the left elbow and guide the elbow to the side. And then lift the shoulder toward the ear, roll it back and down, and notice your second side with this gentle shoulder opening. Breathe here, keep your legs very active. Exhale, release. Open your heart. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, press the air down, bending the knees, chest to the thigh. Drop the crown of the head, reach your arms back and overhead. Interlace your second favorite way. Engage your triceps and invite your shoulders away from your ears. Feel the chest opening. Exhale, release the hands. Swing them forward, all the way up. Press the air down. Inhale, Anjali Mudra. Exhale and release. Inhale. One more time, you go up, touching the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, chest to the thigh. Land your hands, framing your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up for chair pose. Inner thighs reaching back, widen the sit bones. Exhale, touch down with the fingertips. Place your hands, step your feet back. For your down dog, explore your down dog, bending and straightening the legs if you need, or keeping stillness into this shape. Hug the midline of the body with your arms and legs. And then exhale, drop your knees down. Inhale, open your heart forward. And open the knees wider than the hips, fold back into your extended child. Soften the arms, breathe here. Inhale up on the fingertips. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left. Thread the needle in child pose. Keep the top arm active. Draw the arm bone back into the shoulder socket. You can stay, or you can swing the left arm to the side, all the way to the back of your hand on the sacrum, or reach toward the opposite thigh. Breathe here. Soften the eyes. Notice the bottom shoulder, notice the top shoulder, do not force. And then release the wrap. Reach the left arm forward, unthread your needle, come up on the fingertips, thread the opposite arm under your left, Left cheek down, both arms straight. One breath here. You can keep your right arm in front of you, or you can swing the arm to the side, all the way to the back of your hand on the sacrum, or reach toward the opposite thigh. And notice the difference from side to side. And breathe. One more breath to notice and feel. And then release this wrapping of the arm around the waist. Reach your right arm forward and thread. Explore one more extended child. Breathe here. Inhale, bend the elbows and fingertips are touching the sky. Wiggle around. Exhale and guide your thumbs closer toward your spine, thumbs and index fingers. One breath here. And then release the arms down. Inhale, peel yourself up. The exhalation takes you in your flat tabletop. Inhale, opening your heart, inner thighs reaching back, chest opens. Exhale, drop the tailbone, rounding your back. Come to a neutral position with your spine, cross your shins, sit behind, extend the legs forward. Spread the toes, give your leg a good stretch, inner thighs reaching down, inhale, arms up. Sacrum into the body, chest opens, exhale, press the ear down. Bend the knees, place your hands behind your knees, then place your hands on top of your knees, lift your heart. And on your exhalation, belly button toward your spine, round and reach back. Arms overhead. Breathe here, upper body stretch. Reach your legs straight, full body stretch. Spread and curl finger and toes. Exhale, release the arms by your side. Place your right foot on the floor, bending the knee. Push down with this foot so you roll on the left side body. Bend the right elbow so the palm of your hand is touching the mat. The back of your hand is touching the spine. The higher you go with this hand toward the shoulder blades, the more challenging is for the shoulder. The lower you go toward the low back, the less challenging. Exhale and roll on your back again. Adjusting, and then slide your right leg straight and pause here. See if you can relax the shoulders, see if you can release your hands. Maybe rotate the opposite hand, left hand with the palm up. And notice, how is your right shoulder reacting? We call this shape the broken wing. Can you let the breath flow? Can you soften not only the shoulders, the ribs, but also your hips and your legs? Stay in your body. Notice what's going on. And feel free anytime to release this shape if for any reason the shoulder is bothering you. To come out of this shape, bend the right knee again, solo the right foot flat, push down, roll a little bit on the left side body, and reach your arm by your side, slide your right leg straight, and pause in a normal Shavasana, regular one. Then we try the second side. So bend the left knee, sole of the foot flat, push down into the foot to roll on your right side, bend the left elbow, keep the palm in contact with your mat. Decide where you want to place your hands, higher on your back or lower, and then allow your body to drop down again. Reach your left leg straight and readjust. Noticing if you can soften, if you can release everything, starting from the shoulders all the way down to your right arm, ribs, front and back, hips, legs. If they want to roll out your legs because it's like a modified Shavasana, let them roll out. So feet are pointing more to the sides of the mat. You explore your breath, noticing if there's any obstacle that prevents this flowing of the breath. Feel free to get out of this pose any moment if it bothers your shoulder or any other part of your body. Compare what you have felt, experienced on one side, your right, to this experience to the left. And then let's get out of here. So bend the left knee again, rolling the toes up to the sky again. Sole of the left foot pushing down. Roll on your right side a little bit so you can come back in a natural and regular Shavasana, releasing shoulders and legs, and notice. One breath. And then reach your favorite arm overhead. Bend the knees, roll on that side using that arm as a pillow to support your head. Without any rush, push down with the opposite hand to rise up. And find again your flat tabletop position. All fours, wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Curl the toes and round your spine, dropping the tailbone, breathing in your upper back. Belly button towards your spine. Opposite action. Drop the tops of your feet, inner thighs reaching back, chest opens, melt slightly your heart and soften the elbows if you have the tendency of overextending. And then exhale and round. Inhale to open. Bend your elbows, keep the chest open, touch down with the chest, with the chin, slide forward. Release the forehead on the mat. Reach your arms straight in front of you, give your body a nice good stretch in a different orientation. Then walk your hands back, place your elbows under your shoulders, preparing for Sphinx, forearm parallels, hands open, tailbone in, inner thighs lifting. Inhale, find your Sphinx. Open the heart. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, heart opens, find your Sphinx. Exhale, round chin to chest. Inhale, open, find your Sphinx. You can pause or you can press down into the hands to come to a higher cobra with hands in front of you. Open the shoulders, dropping the tip of the shoulder blades toward one another and down. Inhale and exhale here. And if you are still fine, look to the right. Come back to the center. Look to the left. Come back to the center. Exhale, Sphinx. All the way down to the mat with the forehead. Hands wider than the mat, up on the fingertips. Your hands are in front of your shoulders and they form a diagonal line from the fingers to the shoulders. Top of the arm bones are reaching back. Inhale, keep the legs strong. Peel your chest away from the ground and start to dance your cobra. Guiding the shoulder blades down into the side. Breathing, exploring, feeling. And you can stay this low, or if you feel good, you can rise in a higher cobra to explore. Inhale, rise. Keep the legs strong. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Soften everything. One breath here, then place your hands framing your side body for a very traditional cobra. Hands more or less under the shoulders. Inhale, reach your shoulders up, back and down, elbows toward one another. Keep your ribs down, peel just your heart away from the mat in this very nice baby cobra. And exhale, release down. Place your hands under the forehead, soften everything. Swing your hips from side to side to check what's going on in your low back. And then exhale, release the forehead down. Explore your breath here for one full cycle, front body, back body. And then on your next inhalation, open your right arm to the side. Look at the arm, should be in line with the shoulder, palm down. So for this shape, we are counteracting the broken wing, and you can measure how deep you want to go depending on how your shoulders really feel today. So open your right arm to the side, breathe, forehead down. Then right cheek to the mat. Opposite hand on the same line of your chest. Push down with the left hand so you start to roll on your right side body. You lift your left leg. It could be dangling. It could be much less lifted. You might be just here. Or if you feel extremely good, you keep on going, keeping the bottom leg mildly active until the top of your foot or the whole foot flattens on the ground. You can keep the left hand with the fingertips down for adding more control, or you can reach the left arm to the side all the way to the opposite side toward the straight arm, bending the elbow and reaching this hand as high as it feels good for you. Could be under the shoulder blades, on top of the shoulder blades, palm facing the opposite arm. You can pause here, explore different placement for your feet, toes up, toes down, just the big toe, foot flat. Breathe in your right shoulder, breathe in the left shoulder, which you are opening again. One more breath. Unwrap the arm. Reach the arm to the side, place the left hand down and roll on your belly again. Pause here. Reach both arms, framing the body, palms up. Allow the shoulders to round a little bit. One more breath. We're proceeding to the second side. So left arm in line with the shoulders. In a big T, palm is down. Have a look at it so you can really see the alignment of the arm. And then left cheek touches the mat. Prepare the right arm in front of your chest. Fingertips down. Push down with the right hand to lift the opposite leg and to roll on the left side body. And here decide how much you want to open the left shoulder. So if you stay a little bit closer to the mat, it's less. The more you reach back with the top leg, the higher the stretch. You're not supposed to feel any pain. You're supposed to feel a nice opening. So make sure that you're treating your body gently. You can stay here, or you can swing the right arm in front of you, bending the elbow, swing it to the back until the back of your hand catches the sacrum, or reaching higher more toward the shoulder blades. The palm of your right hand is facing the opposite arm, which is straight. Keep your left leg, the one straight on the mat, mildly active. Notice the difference from side to side. One more breath. Feel free to get out of this pose as soon as you start to feel discomfort which bothers you. And then exhale, release the arm by the side, place your fingertips down and roll to the place you came from. Roll on the forehead, drop the legs, both arms reaching back, allow your shoulders to round and swing your hips from side to side because there was a twist there, a deep one. Exhale. Place your hands under your forehead for a nice, good support and breathe here. One more breath. Then place your forehead down. Place your hands framing your side body. Press up into your flat table. Place your hands on the wrist under the shoulder. toes round your spine. Inhale, inner thighs reaching back, feet flattens, open the heart. Keep this heart open, curve the toes, keep the low back with its beautiful curve. Reach back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, one leg dog, spread the toes. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, both hands on the front knee. Push down to rise up. Allow the left hip to come closer to the mat. Reach your arms to the side, all the way to the sky. Bend your right arm, opposite hand on top of it, and side bend to the left. Inhale, rise, and reach your arms up. Place your hands one on top of the other, bend the elbows, point your elbows up toward the sky, lift your heart slightly. Inhale, reach up, and reach forward. Drop your fingertips up with the back leg. Flatten your hands, front leg back, it's down dog again. Feel free to pedal, feel free to stay still in your beautiful down dog, hugging into the midline with the hands, with arms and legs. And then inhale, left leg up, one leg down. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Both hands on the knee, hugging to the midline. Rise up, lower your right hip. Breathe here. Open the arms to the side, reach them up to the sky, bend the left elbow, right hand on top of it. Your left hand might touch the shoulder blades. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, come back to the center, reach your arms straight, palms of your hands touching, bend the elbows, hands dropping back behind the shoulder blades, elbow pointing up toward the sky. Open your heart, checking with the shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale all the way forward. Touch down with your hands. Up with the back leg straight. This time, instead of down dog, we flatten the hands, stepping back to plank pose. Soften between the shoulder blades. Tailbone slightly in, drop the knees, drop the elbows, they are under the shoulders, interlace your hands, push the forearms down, lifting, cocking the wrist away from the mat so the pinkies are up, feel your weight grounding in your forearms, melt your heart slightly, then drop the pinkies down, preparing for your forearm plank. Right leg back. Left leg back, tailbone in, upper back broad but chest open, and front of the thigh reaching toward the back of the thigh, inner thigh lifting up, back of your head pushing toward the sky. Breathe here. One more breath. Checking with your hamstrings. You have one more option. Lift your hips, bend the knees, start to walk toward your elbows. So you are in a dolphin plank. Push your heart toward, in a dolphin shape. Push your heart toward your legs. Feel the beautiful shoulder opening. Do not put your head down. Keep it up. Legs are strong. Feel free to drop down anytime. Otherwise, right leg up from the inner thigh. Roll it in. Come up on the tippy toes of the opposite foot. Breathe here. Exhale, drop your right. Inhale, lift the left. Heart toward your legs. Shoulders open. Up on the tippy toes of the left leg. Respect the shoulders. Do not push yourself beyond your limits. Exhale, back to the dolphin. Enjoy this beautiful shoulder opening. Walk your feet back, finding your plank again. Drop your knees. Release your laced hands. Prepare for Sphinx. Then drop your hips. You might need sometimes to walk your elbows slightly forward. Inhale, find your Sphinx, opening your chest, tip of the shoulder blades toward one another. Exhale, chin to chest. Tuck. Inhale, Sphinx again. Straighten your arms, rise up in Cobra. If you feel good, turn the head to the right, keeping the shoulder blades down and the shoulders open. Back to the center, to the left. Back to the center. Exhale, Sphinx. All the way down with your forehead on your hands and rest. Push your knees down, swing your hips from side to side. Exhale, release down. Inhale, place your hands framing the side body. Press up and reach back in down dog. We are going for a pigeon here with the thread of the needle arms. So, if it's too much, you can just take your pigeon on your back. That's good for the hips. If you want to go for the full pose, pigeon on your belly, the first step of pigeon on your belly, and then thread the needle. Inhale, right leg up. Right knee to the right wrist. Drop the knee. Wiggle back. If you have an extra support, like a block or a blanket for your right sit bone, feel free to do that to support it. If you don't need an extra support, drop also the opposite hip, your left down, so you are on your right sit bone and the hip, left hip is touching down. Walk your hands back toward your knee, lift higher with your chest. Exhale, fold toward the straight leg. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you, up on the fingertips. Pause here. Then rise a little bit higher so you have the space to thread the left arm under the right and release the left cheek down. Breathe here. Keep the back leg active. Click the pinky of the right foot down. You can stay or you can swing the right arm to the side all the way to the back of the hand to the sacrum, or you can wrap the arm around your waist and maybe you catch your right foot, which is somewhere on your left side. And you study the lower shoulder and the bottom shoulder. And you never reach beyond your limits. Anytime, get out of here. One breath here. Release the bind if you have it. Reach the arm forward. Push the fingertips down so you can unthread your needle. One breath on your forehead. Walk your hands back. Inhale, rise higher again. One more breath. Sit on your right sit bone, swim the left leg forward all the way down for your Ardha Matsyendrasana. If it's too much, you can straighten the bottom leg. So the most important thing is that you are sitting on both sit bones. Give your top knee a nice good hug while you hug into the midline. And then inhale, right arm up, lengthen. Exhale, wrap it around the knee. Twist toward the knee, releasing the opposite hand down. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to enjoy the twist. You can stay, or you can drop your right hand under the left knee. Lift the opposite hand and take a bind. The bind is always good if it doesn't bind your breath as well. So the breath should flow freely, the chest should be open, and the shoulders should be happy to be here. If it's too much, back out. One breath here to enjoy the full shape, and then start to release the bind, then the head, then the body. Counter twist away from the knees, stay tall. Look forward, sit on your right sit bone, swing the left leg back, curl the toes, half in this half pigeon, up in this half pigeon, half plank, and step your right leg back. Enjoy your down dog. Breathe here, bringing everything back to neutral with this shape. Exhale, drop down on your knees. Fall back in your extended child. Drop the arms. And now bend the elbows, palms facing the sky. Hands touching the back body. Thumbs and index touching the spine. Release here. Swing your arms behind you. Interlace your hands behind you, your favorite way. And start to engage the triceps. This is challenging for the shoulders. Start to lift your arms up, palms away from one another, or if you know your shoulders and they are really open, palms together. So the fingertips, your hands are pointing toward the sky. Shoulders are open, tip of the shoulder blades falling toward one another. Exhale, release the arms. Swing them forward. Inhale, flat table. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here. Express the pose from the core of the pelvis down into the feet, up into your hands. Feel the muscles wrapping around the bones and supporting the bones, protecting your joints. Inhale, left leg up. Left knee to the left wrist. Preparing the pigeon on the opposite side. So if you need a support, block or blanket under your left sit bone, go for that. Otherwise, no support. Wiggle until your right hip touches the sky. Sorry, the mat. Walk your hands behind toward your body. Lift your heart. Use the pinky of your left foot. So press down. Exhale, fold the body forward. Forehead touching down. Reach your arms straight in front of you. Inhale up on the fingertips. Exhale and thread the needle. Sorry. Right arm under the left shoulder. And pause here. Both arms are straight. Keep the left foot active and the right leg active. Or swing, and then you can stay or swing your left arm to the side, back of the hand on the sacrum, or reach toward the opposite foot. Opening not only the bottom shoulder but also the top shoulder. And notice the difference from side to side as you did at the beginning of class. When we were starting to move and opening one side again, everything could be different on the second side. This is a huge hip opening. So hips could be different, shoulders could be different. One breath. Breathe in the shoulders and into the hips. Exhale and release the left arm to the side, all the way to the front. Bend the elbow, push down with the hand. Oh, sorry, keep the arm straight, it's easier to unthread from the pigeon. All the way down. Walk your hands toward your body. Push down with your hands or the fingertips to rise up. Soften the shape so you can sit on your left sit bone. Swing your right leg forward. Ready for Ardha Matsyendrasana on the second side. You can always straighten the bottom leg. Inhale, sit tall, hugging the front knee. And you are both sit bones on the mat. Big toe ball mound of the right foot is pushing down. Pinky of the left foot is pushing down. Inhale, left arm up to lengthen. Exhale, wrap the arm around the knee and twist toward your knee, opposite hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to feel the twist. Keep the chest open. You might stay, or if you want to go for a bind or check, drop the left hand under the knee, leave the opposite hand, catch, or you can consider also to keep the arm where it is and simply wrapping the back arm around your waist without catching. Just use your breath as a tool to explore what is best serving your body. Both sit bones are down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, enjoy the twist. Check in with the breath. Release any kind of bind you had. Then the head come forward. The rest of the body come forward. Counter twist, staying tall, twisting away from the knee. Exhale, coming forward. Sit on your left hip so you can lift the right leg, swim it back, moving toward this half pigeon, half plank. Use the power of the back leg to take you back in down dog. Enjoy your down dog. Breathe here. Play once more with your shoulders. Maybe you can drop down on your right arm, elbow, and on your left elbow. Breathe here, legs active, heart towards your legs. Inhale up on both elbows, on both hands. Exhale down with the knees. Fall back, extended child. Feel free to rest here and in the class here. Or if you want, reach your arms back behind you. Interlace your second favorite finger. Reach your triceps active toward one another. Lift your hands up toward the sky, respecting the shoulders, checking in with the shoulders. And when you exhale, you release everything. Place your hands framing your knees. Let's end the class with another variation of child pose. Knees together, feet together, big toes touching. Release the forehead down. Swing the arms, framing the side body. Palms up or hands, palms of your hands touching your heels. And surrender to your breath here. Can stay here as much as needed, exploring also the second variation of child. Or you can rise up and find your Shavasana to end the class like that. So tune into your practice and find what is best serving you. I leave you now to yourself, to your practice, to your exploration. Namaste, and thank you for taking